Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, she actually does. All right, we'll talk after the show. All right, so let's go to the next topic. We talked about, we're still on the marriage topic, all right? This is all about love, women, men, how they're interacting and so forth. It's 2017 and we are not the same generation as our parents. We are the generation in terms of marriage. We are the generation that does it this way. You meet a guy, you court each other. You meet a girl, you court each other. You fall in love and then you say, I want to marry you, right? Our parents was a little different. She meets the guy or he meets the girl. We're getting married. That was about it. You know what I mean? And then they fall in love after getting to know each other, getting in the house, and so on and so forth. So one generation is love after marriage, right? Which is our generation. And our parents' generation is marriage, then love, right? So my panelists, you guys still with me? My question to you are, what's the pros and cons? Like, which one actually works? Which one has a more lasting marriage? Which generation did it the right way? Because our generation, we kind of have a high divorce rate. Yeah. How many women here, we go to our weddings and you're like, what, oh my God, oh my goodness, you know, Naima, you're getting married, and then you see Naima next year and you're like, you're divorced? What happened? He ate my sandwich, and so I kicked him to the curb. And you're just like, what, you divorced them over a sandwich? And that's what happens, right? Yeah. So who did it right?
I think that it's not about who did it right, I feel like our parents, they have, like they think more about Ed, like, oh, I can't divorce, you know, him, we have 5 kids. So they'll be like, I'll just sleep in a separate bedroom, and then when I see him in the hallway, I'll hail him up, I'll make him his breakfast, and he's off to the coffee shop, and then I'm just being me. Opposed to our generation, where it's like, yeah, fuck off, I'm done, give me my money, like, ciao. And we don't care, like, divorce is not embarrassing to us. Like, I'll sit with my friends, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm getting divorced, and they'll be like, all right, so like, you want gum and mint, or, keep, you know, we keep it moving. But with our parents, it's like, they're more into like how the community sees us. Yeah. They want to, they don't want to be judged, or like, I even know stories where a man actually married a second wife, and the first wife said, please don't embarrass me and divorce me. You don't even have to provide for me. Just don't make me a divorcee at 45. Yeah. You know, because she just didn't want that embarrassment. Yeah. Opposed to me, it's like, I'll fuck you up if you bring another girl into my house.
Of course.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's just how it works.
Yeah. I also, by the way, I think they're called garab. Am I right, guys? Right? I hate that word. Like, we don't have, garab is, literally the word garab is just a description of a woman that has been divorced. Do you understand what I'm saying? But there's no word for a man. Like, how come I can't meet Ahmed and be like, wow, guru? Like, I don't know what to, you know what I mean? Like, I want a name to like label them too. It's not fair, right? And that's just my little side note, but go ahead.
I feel like one generation is too tolerant. They'll just put up with anything, and then with us, like she was saying, we'll just like, oh, we're out. You know what I mean? I definitely think we have more hope than the past generation. Yeah. Just because they were never, I feel like they're never happy. I feel like it's like they'll get married, it's all good in the beginning, and then it's like they have kids and they stay with each other for the kids. And they think they're doing like something good. Like it's like, okay, we'll stay together for the kids, and the kids will be happy because of that. But you can sense when your parents are not happy. 100%. So it's not a lose-lose situation either way. So it's better seeing your parents happy. Yeah. So I definitely think we have more hope in our own generation. So
we also talked about, if you want to grab her mic, we've talked about this. Yeah. Which one has more of a fulfilling marriage?
For me, I feel like with our parents, there was a lot more of a longevity. They lasted a lot longer than us. But for us, I feel like during that dating period, we had a lot more love and passion for the person opposed to them. Yeah. I don't, like some of them, I feel like they've never loved their spouse. Where for us, at one point, we did love them. Yeah. It might have not worked out, but we did love them. We've experienced love, right? And I think the lack of not experiencing love is something that nobody should be denied. And it's sad that a lot of our parents didn't get to experience that. Yeah.
But or maybe they did get to experience it, but maybe like 6 months later. We're talking about you're married to this man, he's living in your house, he's next to you in the bed, and then you look at him and you're like, I still hate your ass. Yeah. And it's been like 6 weeks. Like, what am I doing here? But and then one day they wake up and they're in love.
It gets into the topic also of like, they get married to this person and then they live with them and realize who they are, right?
Of course, yeah.
they could fall in love with them or they could hate them.
Yeah.
And they get married because their parents are watching them and saying, you know, how are you guys? And
Yeah.
he doesn't even know my name.
Yeah.
So it could be that, or it could be us just getting married out of love and then seeing that this person, you know, we don't get along with them because
Yeah.
we're living with them now, right?
Yeah.
So it's a question of, can we even live with them? Can we live with them before we even get married, right?
Hold that thought, because I'm about to. Hopefully, people don't throw stones at me, but we're gonna get there. Does anybody have anything to add? Please put up your hand. Let me know.
Oh, yes. I'm gonna add one thing.
Yeah.
So I think they had a different set of standards. For example, like they're living for, it's more of a collective system. Multicultural is a collective society. So I think they were checking like, is he from the right tribe? Is he friend or our family's friends? You know, is this
How many camels does he
Yeah,
have?
exactly. Like, I think they were checking for something else, and so then it was more of like, I don't want to upset my family. Whereas I want to know your favorite color. I want to know if I can stand you. Like, I want to know everything about
Trap
you
versus R&B.
before we even talk about exactly.
Yeah.
Before we even talk about even getting married. Like, it's going to be at least a year or two. Like, you know.
100%.
But I do also think that there are some people that still do like live for their parents, which is like, they just want to get married, like because they think they're a certain age, and so a lot of what we're seeing is that women are rushing it, maybe to even move out, because it's frowned upon for a woman to be on her own without being married, and so they're like, oh, I can't stay at my parents' house, I just want to get married, and so they're marrying people who they truly don't know and don't like.
Yeah.
So it's
Just
kind
to
of
get
like,
out of the house.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
So
A lot of
I think
people-
that explains the high divorce rate.
Because when I was younger, I was the other generation. I'm gonna meet this frog, I'm gonna kiss him, he's gonna be a prince, and then I'm gonna, you know, be with him for 4 or 5 years, and then we're gonna get married, right? I'm gonna love him, and then I'm gonna figure out that I wanna marry him, and that's it. And my mother never understood that, and I always used to have conversations with my mother, like, so why don't you take it to the next level? And I was like, bro, I don't know what's his favorite color? I don't know, right? And she was like, like, you know what I mean? Like, what's wrong with you, right? And now that I'm a little older, I know what I want. So it's very easy for me to navigate through that situation. Literally, just to be like, pa. I know I don't want to marry you. I know it. And vice versa, I can meet somebody and know exactly when I want to marry them. Oh, hi.